Hello, and welcome my soul tribe to your weekly Ascension reading. So the way that I have set up this reading today is I have the masculine on the left, the feminine on the right, and then the connecting energies and guidance in the middle. So keep in mind this is a collective message, so take only what resonates and leave what does not. If you would like more assistance with your ascension journey, I do have a Patreon that offers that is linked below. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can find that information on my Instagram. And I hope that everyone's having a gentle and hopeful and bright start of their week. It is the new year. Happy 2022. And, it's new paradigm time, right? So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to start with the masculine energy. And keep in mind, if this does resonate, does assist you, brings you value, give this reading a like. It really does assist my channel, helps to support my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so with the masculine energy, we have higher power as the guidance. Okay, so this is about connecting in with source energy. This is about unlocking and connecting in with your higher self, masculine. And I do feel like this is happening through your heart space, okay, and might even be happening through some daydreams, some clairaudient visions. We do have, the key being the third eye. So you might be seeing more energies or having a bit more of, I would say, ethereal experiences at this time. We have memories. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. Okay, so you could be kind of nostalgic at this time, thinking about friends, family, perhaps a specific feminine, a divine counterpart. It could be that. Keep in mind to release labels, listen to energy and what is in alignment for you and your journey at this time. But there's just this sense of you raising your face to the sun and receiving those light codes, receiving those good energies, those beautiful memories and feelings. And this is almost a receiving energy for the masculines, which is interesting. So you receiving that love from your higher self and source, you receiving that beautiful feeling that it's good to feel good. It's good to go outside and raise your face to the sun and feel the sunbeams on your face. And that also will help you with transmuting energy as well. But it feels like for me, masculines, there's a blessing energy kind of coming in here for you. Okay. And for what you would also like to express, and this could just be a theme, just something that is on your mind. It doesn't have to be romantically related, but we have, will you choose me? Okay. And for those who are curious, this deck here is the Mystic Moon, Divine Masculine Revelations, and the Hermit Tarot is this one. So this is about your stability, your security in yourself. Are you choosing yourself? Are you choosing your health and wellness? There's a little bit of insecurity coming through here, but I feel like it's important that you are recognizing yourself. You're wanting to be recognized, but are you recognizing yourself for your light? Are you recognizing yourself for your, your value here? Because with my Bloom, Rise, and Shine Through Challenging Times deck, we have, I see your light shining all the way from across the ocean. Okay, so focusing on your light. Also, masculines, what I'm sensing is you might have, I just feel this sense of elation, hope, inspiration. You might have these higher level spirit guides visiting you or ancestors. But I feel like people will be mirroring your light back to you. So what you're admiring in others also exists within you. And it's time for you to embody that and own that and recognize it, okay? With I see your light shining all the way from across the ocean. That could be, again, communication far and wide. And it's through your vibration. And then in your physical world, we have change. Okay, so there could be moving, travel, significant changes that you're moving through, but you're guided to do in a very gentle, balanced, stable way. And we also have wealthy man. Okay, this was coming out on my Instagram. When was it? A couple days ago, and it was a message: your health is your wealth, right? Or your health is connected with your wealth. So I feel like you are taking the time to really balance out your life here. We have 2 fours, and fours are, about your stability, your foundation. And you're recognizing that within, and you're discovering this divine energy within you, and you're letting it shine out, and you're letting it transform you. And it might be a little uncomfortable at first, but you will see how it also transforms your life here and possibly affects your finances, when you're aligning with this newer paradigm, a healthier paradigm for you, rather than distorted masculine energy, or aligning your value with your money, right? Money is energy here. So align your energy with that value, with that wealth, and see and recognize that within you, and appreciate and receive and be grateful for when it's mirrored back to you in these experiences of how other people, either it could be certain people or channels, or um, material that you are really drawn to at this time that reflects that light and divinity within you, or compliments, or people that you look up to, okay, that you have that within you as well. So I think masculine energy, and keep in mind we have masculine, feminine within us. So you could be leading more with masculine, but I do feel this is more for masculine predominant or men. Again, you take what resonates for you, but you're clearing out the distorted templates of masculinity at this time, okay? But it looks like it can be a gentle process, and it looks like it's time to focus on your light and your strengths and see those mirrored back to you, okay? Now with the feminine, we have no place like home. So feminine, you're also working within, but you also are connecting in with your throat chakra, your heart chakra, and it also looks like your crown in your third eye. So you're more focused, I think, too, on the higher chakras as well. With the no place like home, this is listening to your body, its wisdom, what it requires, what shifts, your body's asking you to make, how you're honoring your energy at this time. You could also feel like you want to be a homebody. You want to work your magic inside. You want to just spend time, creating a sacred space for yourself within your home. Perhaps, I'm seeing somebody rearranging, redecorating, purging out things. You're just ready for the new year, the new energy, the new paradigm. Okay, so I'm seeing also there's this sense of, this house is up higher, right? It's the frequency is lifting, and there's also lavender or beautiful purple flower here on the grass below. So lavender might be assisting you in your life at this time, or raising the frequency of your home. But again, your home is also your body. So listening into the wisdom of your body, making those healthy, and I want to stress, simple changes. Okay, it doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes we hear self-care and we're like, it can be exhausting to do too much self-care, right? If you're like, body brushing and all, if you just take on way too much, right? It can be tiring. Sometimes self-care, and I strongly recommend both feminines and masculines to do this, is write down activities that are restful for you, because rest and recharging doesn't have to be sitting and doing nothing, although it can be. I went for a walk the other day, and it was incredibly icy out. I mean, to the point it was like an obstacle course walking around. But I enjoyed the challenge, and I enjoyed the cold air, and I enjoyed, the challenging weather as well. So to me, that was resting and recharging. So this new paradigm, this new year, this new energy, write down what resting and recharging is for you, okay? And then we have for the feminine energy, I am in so much pain. So there's this density that you might be feeling. Now, I want to kind of change that word, because it could be pain, right? It could be emotional pain. You could be, if you're not creating enough space and having those energetic boundaries, you could be feeling other people's pain, collective pain. But what I would recommend here, or what I more so felt with this card, is discomfort. Okay, because you are releasing and shifting and expanding, and that doesn't always feel comfortable, right? So be curious about those feelings, those emotions. Have the capacity to hold them, even if it's for like 5 seconds, 2 seconds, and release it. I speak about emotions as doorways. You feel it and you kind of move through it, and then there's kind of a reward on the other side, whether it's you cleared that emotion had some wisdom to share with you. Sometimes it's just being free of the emotion or density, right? But there is a discomfort or maybe even a frustration with the feminine at this time. We also have frozen in time. I choose to make peace with my past. So there might be some things, and keep in mind, like clearing density, clearing timelines is just a matter of shifting your perspective sometimes. So you could have like situations or things kind of just pop into your mind that were like, oh, that was from the past. That's kind of strange. And you're just kind of making peace. And it's just a way for your consciousness to bring these up for you to clear them, right? But it can be in a very gentle and very quick way too, if you are willing to release it and see another perspective here. It's creating peace and choosing peace within your life and what you're focusing on. Let me see if I'm getting anything else here. Queen of Swords energy here, strong boundaries with the feminine. It's important to have those strong boundaries to put your health and wellness, first. I highly recommend looking into human design to understand the best ways to work with your energy. Okay. But I'm kind of sensing the feminine does require this time, and keep in mind, it doesn't have to take all week. It doesn't have to take a long time. And if it doesn't resonate, to just kind of let it go. But I do feel the feminines are clearing timelines and upgrading and up-leveling. We also have, it is okay if you did not do anything today, but instead chose simply to be. Okay. So feminine, you might want to choose, pick a day, check in with yourself and just take the day off, right? Just take the day off to rest, recharge, process. There is a lot of clearing happening at this time, and it could be tiring. And maybe it does manifest as some pain. The difference with Ascension symptoms and more so physical symptoms is Ascension symptoms go away, okay? So if something persists, that's more of a health concern. So that's something to be aware of. I was guided to share that. And of course, treat the symptoms and start with the physical body first, in a very grounded way. But what I'm sensing is you could have some pain, or you could have some things just kind of coming up and releasing, making their presence known so that they can be released. But more than anything, I'm feeling it's this discomfort that was kind of holding you back. So now you can release it and you can move forward here. Okay, but again, it does require these pretty strong boundaries for you, feminine, at this time. And that can also mean keeping other people outside of your energy, creating that space and that distance, as long as it's healthy for you and you're not, you're not doing it in a way that creates separation or pain for you, but you're doing it in a way that is honoring you, your self-care, your wellness. Like I said, doesn't have to be a long time. It could be, you choose a day just to be, just to move throughout your day how you feel. Or, maybe it's taking out some time to go for a walk, or just to create that space for yourself where it's just your energy and your layers and you're not taking on anything else. Okay. And then in the physical, we have, for the feminine, we have poverty and marriage. So it's scarcity. There is perhaps your inner child. There could be a message coming up with your inner child about, for those of you that are single, I'll never be with anyone, this, that, and the other. But what Spirit's guiding you to do is to check in with what you do have and focus on what you do have and trust in the alignment process, because again, a main theme for the feminines might be, and this could show up in different areas in your life, is scarcity, that fear of scarcity. So whenever you catch yourself being like, oh, I don't have enough, look at what you do have, okay? Look at what is showing up for you. Look at what is here. For those of you in healthy relationships, for those of you that are in healthy marriages at this time, and maybe you're moving through some challenges with your partner, again, focusing on the gratitude, focusing on what it is that it is healthy and brings in happiness. Because I'm kind of sensing for the feminine, you deserve the best, you deserve the best, but be sure that you're appreciating what you do have, again, providing it's healthy in alignment with your highest good. okay? For some of you this week too, you might hear about a split of a partnership or a connection, because the light is kind of dividing these two, the way it's sitting on the table. So that might be some news that does come in here. And for those of you that are separating from somebody, you know, to believe in yourself, to take this space and time to clear your energy, to process, to receive the love and support that, you know, you deserve. I know we have a few different messages, but there could be some of you watching that are going through divorce or separation. There could be those of you watching that are single, those of you watching who, you know, are kind of in a separation with someone. So, you know, you take what and receive what resonates with you, what you want to connect with, what connects in with your highest timeline. Don't take somebody else's message, okay? And keep in mind, when something doesn't resonate in a reading, it may not resonate with you, but it's for somebody else, okay? So again, only take what is empowering here for you. But it's interesting as well, because we have more light energy coming in with the masculine and more shadow with the feminine. So feminines, again, that shadow might just be coming up to be cleared, to be understood, to be released, to be transmuted, okay, at this time. So you might feel in your body that you are a little bit more dense, like you are a bit more grounded, whereas the masculines are like, probably could use a little bit of grounding. The feminines are very well grounded, is what I'm sensing here. In your energy, you feel very embodied, okay? And I think being present and mindful is also so important for you feminines to shift these energies. Now with the connecting energy and guidance that we have here, we have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords speaks of experience, healthy boundaries, clear communication, okay, knowing what you have time for, what you want in your energy field, what you don't want in your energy field, clearing away cords and energy cords or any energies that are not serving your highest good, but clearly communicating in a way that serves your highest good as well is coming through with this Queen of Swords. Upright, she's firm but fair. She's just and balanced, okay? So it might be a week to revisit your boundaries, or where you find your boundaries are tested, or you kind of want to, again, create more space for yourself. Maybe it's from social media, or it's from any sort of energy pulls, okay, feminine or masculine. You take what resonates. And then we have the Hermit. So we have going within to discover that light, that divinity, that spark, that answer, trusting in yourself, trusting in your journey. And I would also say appreciating the journey as well, because when you appreciate the journey, you know, and you're not just destination focused, you're appreciating your moment to moment. You're making the best of your life as it is, instead of having this grand idea of, or expectation, or I'll be happy when I reach this point. You know, you can choose that happiness now. You can choose to enjoy and embrace the present with that Hermit, okay? And for those of you that have been, you know, on your own for a while, you have acquired quite a bit of wisdom, knowledge, and you have a greater sense of who you are. So when you do enter into a relationship with somebody, you know who you are, you know what you desire, you know the direction you're going in, you know what you deserve, okay? And you have such clarity with the Queen of Swords as well. So I feel that throat chakra is very clear. I feel like your intentions are very clear. You're in alignment, okay? And this goes for the masculine energies as well. And then we have the Fool. We have the new beginning. We have something catching your attention. You know, we have that spark of creativity. That fresh new energy. So trust where you're at, and trust that, you know, there are shifts happening here. That change is a constant, okay? And to have that compassion and patience with yourself, and feminines especially, your inner masculine will create the container or the space for your feminine to flow, for your feminine to heal, express, feel safe, create. So that's something else that you might be working on a little bit more, is your, internal masculine energy, and setting those boundaries and those containers and creating that space intentionally for yourself, so that you are recharging, so that you're filling up your cup, so that you are creating, what you want to within that space. Releasing that expectation. Okay, this came through on my Patreon for my Patreon members. Releasing that expectation on yourself, because the way that you're going to be operating or flowing through your day is going to shift very much. The more you're in alignment with yourself, the more you're in alignment with your, your higher paradigm, your health and wellness, your schedule is going to shift. The way you go about things will shift, okay, in a healthy and beautiful way. So trust in the shift in that process, and check in with yourself frequently to make sure that you are, in alignment. And if you're not in alignment, that's okay. What decisions and choices can you make to move yourself back into alignment? Okay. Any other messages? Let's go ahead and get some tissue box messages, for specific messages for who this is for. Okay, and these tissue box messages are from the Hermit Tarot as well. So we have the third house, communication, community, and siblings. Okay, so family is definitely being highlighted here. Okay. Your community, and maybe you're setting boundaries with your community, or, again, setting boundaries with yourself here as well. But communication is very clear, I am sensing, when it does come through this week. We have maybe, okay? So again, if you're indecisive, take some space and time to connect in with yourself, to clear your energy. We have the letter S. We have learning, okay? So that's where there is that kind of learning curve, that message of being humble, being gentle, being compassionate with yourself as you're evolving and growing. We have the letter W. I just heard sweet win. Okay. Let's see what else we have. We have Aries. Okay. Aries is kind of that full energy, that beginning energy, leading the way. Okay, some of you are definitely leading the way in these new paradigms, and you're trailblazers. Okay, and you're bringing that embodiment into, every area of your life, and know that that's not always easy. We have forgive. Okay, so I was feeling a lot of that for the feminine, but keep in mind that has a lot to do with, self-forgiveness as well. We have the letter L. I just heard love wins. We have the letter B. Believe in yourself. Okay, very inspirational messages coming through. We have the letter V. Again, we have victory. We have love. I was going to say L for love. There's love. Okay. We have the letter P. Level up. Keep in mind these can be any initials as well. And we have the letter K. I just heard luck. Okay. So keep in mind, in the middle of the change or the challenge, really there's so much opportunity. Okay. And so really lean into the present moment as you are moving through these changes, and you are shifting. Okay, you are shifting to a higher paradigm here. Things will move forward. You've kind of been in this hermit zone, and that's okay. That was you really getting to know yourself here. Okay, And that's why you have these boundaries, these standards, these effective ways of communicating. You're learning so much about yourself. You're learning so much about, again, the direction that you're moving in. Masculines, you're learning more about your light. Feminine, you're working through your shadow. You know, and the collective, connective energies are very clear, wise, new beginnings, okay? But there's no need to rush. Take your time. And that is what I have for you. Thank you so much. If this resonated, give this video a like and subscribe to join my soul tribe. Follow me on Instagram, My Soul Tribe Tarot. If you'd like more support with Ascension, I do have that Patreon that's linked below. If you like my deck Bloom, the shop link is also below. And let's see, anything else? I believe that's all. Thank you for joining me. Take the best care of yourselves. Again, focus on your health and wellness first and foremost, and in a way that feels best for you, again. And a lot is shifting here, so trust in that beautiful unfolding and process. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.